just start. My part was to do the examples, and my example that I picked to talk about is Facebook. And network publics has two sides to them. The first one is conditions, and the second one is dynamics. So I'm basically just going to be going through the conditions and dynamics and showing how Facebook fits into them. I'm not going to be going too much into detail about all of them just for the sake of time, and Jacob still has to talk. So I'll go through like the most important ones. The first condition is persistence, and this is when expressions online are automatically recorded. And I think an example of this within Facebook is when people react to like the pictures, post, and like comment and share them. And of course, these reactions are automatically recorded on the person's Facebook and the person who commented or shared. Um, the next one is searchability, and this is when content is accessible through search. Most people's information on Facebook is easy to search and access. With the quick name search on Facebook, you'll have access to things like their birthday, relationship status, and they even have where they live on there sometimes. So unless the account is private, you're able to access this information really easily. The fourth condition is scalability. I think that's how you say it. And this is the possibility of visibility of content being high. And on Facebook, the visibility of content is really high because a post can be shared by so many people, making the picture or post accessible to thousands of people. So like if I make a post and my friend shares it, another person shares it, even if I don't have those people on Facebook, or if I don't even know those people, they're still able to see what I shared. And then the next side of network publics is dynamics. The first one is invisible audiences. And this is when not all audiences are visible. And Facebook is a great example of this because if I create a post on Facebook and my friend shares it, their friend sees it. And I'll know my friend shared it, but I won't know their friend saw it since I don't have them on Facebook. And another example of invisible audiences is people who stalk other people's Facebook's account but don't like or comment on them. The second dynamic is collapsed context, which is the lack of spatial temporal boundaries. And Facebook is an example of this because it blends together all the content and posts from all of your friends into one feed. And this makes it even hard to address every audience in one. And then the third and last type of dynamics is blurring public and private, which refers to them becoming meaningless binaries. And on Facebook, if you create a post, if your account is private, people are still able to share it, making it meaningless for your account to be private because people are still getting to see your post. And this is all I have for my examples. I have a question for anybody who wants to join in. And is after hearing my analysis of Facebook, what other platforms do you guys think fit these type of condition dynamics, and how do they fit it?
I would probably say like Instagram, kind of like how you said, like you might copy a post and somebody might see it, but you don't know if they saw it sometimes. So you know how like on Instagram how you can add people and like if they add you on their story, you can also add their story to your story.
Yes.
And how like um if you don't follow the same people, like you would never know who watched it unless you ask your friend like, hey, who looked at the story? Because like I've had people follow me because like a friend would at me on like an image, and I'll be like, who is this? And they'll be like, oh, I just saw your post. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like that. I don't know if it's a really strong example, but it's just one example that came up to my head.